Welcome to episode 16 of On Your Marks. I'm joined tonight by Amelia and Gracie Sheridan, 14-year-old and 15-year-old distance runners from Adelaide in South Australia. They have raced 800 metres to 3,000 metres on the track, 5k on the road, plus cross country over the past few years. Amelia has won several national titles and even qualified for World Juniors this year in 3 events, but unfortunately was too young to be chosen. Gracie has placed at several Australian championships and also qualified for World Juniors in the 1500 metres, but was too young as well. They've got unbelievable PBs. Amelia's run 800 metres in 2:11, 1500 metres in 4:17, 3000 metres in 9:14, and 5 kilometres on the road in 16:03. And Gracie has run 1500 metres in 4:26, 3,000 metres in 9:37, and 5 kilometres on the road in 16:46. So welcome to the show, girls.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
When did you get back from Ballarat?
So we got back, I think, late last week. Yeah, this week.
Yeah, you didn't hang around in Ballarat for too long after the run?
No, we kind of just headed straight off and
Yeah. You weren't tempted to join Steve Monaghetti and live there for the rest of your life?
No.
Fair enough.
Maybe we'll go back next year, so.
Why not? Why not? Fantastic. Okay, I've got a whole load of questions to ask you tonight in the interview. I know it'll be really interesting. You girls have done so well in your early running careers so far. So first of all, girls, where did your running journey begin? How old were you both?
So we basically started sort of in little athletics. I think I was about 7, Grace was about 6, and it sort of started there, and ever since we've sort of kept progressing, especially we started training in under 10s when like school sports started to like arrive and everything,
Yeah, like when we were about 10, we moved to Queensland, and ever since we started little athletics, we knew that we preferred the longer distances, so
yeah.
Okay. So I thought you were born in Queensland. What? So where were you born? Where did you live for the first 10 or so years of your life?
Yeah, so we moved to Queensland like 2022, I think. So yeah, we're actually originally from Adelaide, went up to Queensland and moved back mainly for Dad's work. So.
There you go.
Yeah,
So I actually
there you
thought
go.
you were, if there was a state of origin, I thought you might get to compete for Queensland. But
Oh,
no, your state of origin is South Australia. So there you
yeah.
go. There's something for there's something for the pundits. Wonderful. Okay, so tell me more about who you train with on the Sunshine Coast and what training locations.
Yep, so we started off training with T Squad, so that was a really great start to training, I guess. And then
So with Tony Doherty?
yeah.
Yeah, he's a
And
great Sunshine Coast coach, Tony. I've got
yeah.
to know Tony, and I've helped him out a little bit when he's needed help.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah,
good. And
yeah.
then Mum sort of started to take over, and I guess we started joining in with Paul Carter's training like a couple times, like occasionally,
Yeah.
So
then we met a friend who told us about Gary and Run Crew, and
Yeah.
we enjoyed the online training sessions, so we ended up sticking with it.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Now, on Gary Howard and Run Crew and the online coaching, I do quite a bit of online coaching and I've done it for a long time.
yeah,
I have to admit, I have to give Gary massive kudos for the job that he's done with both of you girls. I think it's just been an incredible coaching job. And also with young Sam as well from up here in
yeah,
Queensland, who he's done a brilliant job with too. So all these national titles and podium finishes that are coming through, they don't come by clicking your fingers, and it takes a lot of hard work and good planning. So you're in
yeah.
very good hands, there. Yep, so
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
does a great job.
Yeah,
Can't thank him enough.
no, he certainly is. Now, at the moment now in Adelaide, so you moved back to Adelaide, and how old were you both when you moved back to Adelaide?
I think I was in year 7 and I'm in
Yeah.
year 9 now, so
I was in
Yep.
year
years ago,
6.
yep.
Yeah, a couple of years
Yeah.
ago. So
Yeah.
where do you attend school in Adelaide?
So I'm at St. Peter's Girls, and
And I'm at Wilderness.
Okay, excellent. And do you both compete for your schools?
yeah, occasionally we do like the IGSA races and the SSSA races, and then also like all schools, which is sort of coming up like now actually.
And also like state cross country championships in Oakbank where we like wear our school uniform.
Okay. Oh, gee, you get to do your state champs at Oakbank. I love that Oakbank course. Yeah. I did it. I actually raced there myself. I think it was 1999. They had nationals there.
Yeah,
98,
right.
97 maybe, one of those. And
Yeah,
it was a shocking day. Absolutely. It was worse than the one they had there about 3 or 4 years ago. Did you both race there 3 or 4 years ago?
yeah, I did. Gracie
Yeah,
didn't.
I was a
Gracie
bit
was too
young.
young, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
It
my
was pretty
first.
muddy. I remember it was pretty muddy 3 or 4, probably 4 years ago now, wasn't it? Yeah. But oh, gee, back in the late 90s, it was a shocker of a day, and everybody was just falling over. We did 12K back then, not 10, the open
Oh
men.
yeah.
Everybody was falling over the whole time. I think the guy who won, Mazan Mahari, was it Mazan? No, it was. Gee, I forget the other Ethiopian fellow who became an Australian. I think he fell over 7 times.
Oh
And he still
no.
won. Yeah, like we were all
Oh
falling over. It was so muddy and slippery. Yeah, so you
yeah.
get to race there. Now, do your schools do they provide any running training on campus at school?
Well, my school does like school athletics training and everything, but I obviously have my own sort of training which I do, but I think it's great that they do provide it. But yeah, I don't.
That's good.
In
Yeah,
cross country, they have these Wednesday meet things that you can race in, but usually we take them easy sometimes for our
Yeah.
dogs.
So you jump in and have a bit of a run with your school friends and
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, do it for the team spirit. That's wonderful. Yeah,
yeah,
very good. Now, your grandmother was quite a famous Aussie runner. Okay, so she broke several Australian records and even world masters records in the marathon. I think she got down to 2:44 for the marathon as a 50 plus, which is unbelievable. Like generally you fall apart when you're 50 plus. Believe it. I know it's a long time, girls, but like I'm nearly 60 now, so I've been in the 50s. I'm in my final year of the 50s, and you fall apart. And I can't believe your grandmother ran a 2:44 at 50 plus. That's just unbelievable. Um, so, did she have much of an influence on your running?
yeah. Definitely, she's a big inspiration for us.
Tell
She's
everybody your grandmother's name.
um Bev Lucas.
Bev Lucas. Yeah, it's quite a
Yeah,
famous name in Aussie running.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah, unfortunately she's passed now, but
yeah.
I used to run with her, like photographing my shoes so that she's like running alongside me, which yeah, so she's definitely a big inspiration for us.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, yeah.
And I think she definitely would have loved to see us running, which is nice.
Big time. You can't beat having your children or even your grandchildren doing something that you love doing, and I'm sure she would have, and she'd be very proud. She'd be looking down on you very, very proudly, no doubt. Um, so your mum is a very strong runner too, Zoe. Tell us a bit more about mum. Do you run much with her?
Yeah, she loves to join in with all of our training sessions when she can. I know she tries to stick onto the back of Grace sometimes.
No.
Nah.
Does she
Think
do a
Grace
good job
is
trying
better.
to stick on the back of you, Gracie?
She used to be able to stick on the back of me. I think she's dropped off a bit now, but yeah, when Gary's like not here in Adelaide, she kind of acts like a second coach, which is good when Gary's in Sydney.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, and I think Mum, she's run some very good marathon times and no doubt run well over shorter distances as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what kind of runner would you rate her when you see her race or when you see her train? Is she a good mover?
Yeah, she is. She does a good 10K. She I think she won the Barossa marathon for her age group.
37 minutes or something.
Yeah, for 10K.
Wow, yeah. So they just had the Barossa marathon on the week. Was that last weekend or the weekend before?
Yeah, this is a couple of years ago.
Couple of years ago. I think it might have been just on the weekend, same weekend as Adelaide. Or it might have been the week
Yeah, I
before.
think it was similar. I think it was on the same weekend as Nationals.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So
yeah.
she won that in 37 something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I don't know the actual
Oh,
time on the
oh,
top of
that's
my head
very
like
good.
but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So how does she come down and hold the watch for you when you're doing speed work and that kind of thing as well?
Yeah, sometimes she'll time our reps and everything. Sometimes she'll join in to see what the session's like so that we can make some like modifications or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And does Mum try and run along with you, like when you do your long runs, for example? Does she tag along behind, or does she like do part of it, or how does that work?
Yeah, usually I do my easy runs with mum because and in long runs we usually see her around the place and we're all doing our different runs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for like speed sessions, sometimes we would do like handicap where we would give each other some time to run so that we could all end up finishing around the same point.
That's good. So how does that work? Does Amelia give you a little head start, Gracie, if you're doing 400 or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I'll try and catch him.
And then
Hawk
she
him
would start
down.
she would start like catching me at the start, and I'd be like, Millie, you're going too fast.
Yeah, oh, I love handicap races. It's really good. When I used to coach
Yeah.
kids groups in Sydney and Melbourne, I'd often give them handicap races as part of training, and it was
Yeah.
good motivation and a lot of fun for everybody. Yeah, big
Yeah.
time. So now tell me, you're probably on a little bit different training when it comes to mileage and a few other things. So each of you, how many kilometres a week do you both run at the moment, right now?
I think it's around that 50k mark. I do a couple, I think 3 speed sessions, 2 jogs a week. So, but it really
Yeah.
depends like on like the different weeks. Like right now, we're just jogging just after the nationals, and then
Yeah.
we'll start building up again, and then taper towards all schools.
Great. Yeah. So Amelia, you're doing about 50k a week. How long's your long run?
It's about 14-ish k's, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And about how many runs do you do in total to make up the 50k a week?
I run 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of days off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
and I do
Sometimes some cross training.
like similar, but just shorter long runs and shorter midweek jogs, and
Okay.
maybe limit off the speed sessions a bit more.
Yep. Okay, Gracie. So you're up to what on your long run at the moment?
I think I'm up to like sometimes 12 k's, probably
Yeah,
my
it depends
average.
if it's chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it'll be a lot slower, like in Cleveland and things. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. And how many k a week are you doing? Sorry, Gracie.
Probably around that like 45 k's a week mark.
Yeah. Yeah. And 5 days a week or 4?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, yeah. So that's really good. Sensible mileage there, not too much, and it's obviously working really well for you. And then you're looking at different phases where you're going through a recovery period at the moment where you're only jogging, and then you'll build up for another championship and start getting quicker, no doubt, as you get closer to a championship. And depending on the event, you might get really quick if you're preparing more for 800, 1500. So that's really good. So what are typical sessions that you'll be doing as you're working towards the track season? Have you got a program yet, or you're still waiting for something, or can you remember what you're doing leading up to the April Nationals?
Yeah, Gary hasn't updated the training peaks yet, so I don't know exactly what we've got planned. But
Yeah.
I think lots of just tempo runs, thresholds, some speed work. I think leading to track season, which would be good.
Yeah.
So leading up to Ballarat and National Cross Country, obviously part of that lead up included the 5k race on the Gold Coast, where you both went really well. Amelia, I think 16:03, weren't you? And Gracie 16:45, was it?
Yeah.
Incredible times. Like anybody who does a park run out there can, and most runners do a park run these days, can relate to that 5k kind of speed. And yeah, that's really shifting. So was that a main focus race, or was that just part of the main big build up and heading towards Ballarat?
Well, that was sort of more so like a fun event, like
Yeah.
running in the elite open women's for the 5k. That was pretty fun, but
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely national cross country was our big focus.
Yeah, I always like to persuade Gary to see if I can do a 5K. So when he said yes, I was like, I grabbed the chance, you know.
Yeah, that's unreal. Yeah, they really looked after the elites there, not only in the marathon, where the big guns were, like Have when he broke the national record and international runners, but even right down to the 5K, because I
Yeah.
was there and part of it to a degree. And yeah, you still got to go into the pool area there, the special elite area, and got to rub shoulders with a lot of the elites, didn't you? And you were treated like elites, and led
Yeah.
out, like it would have been a track race, and you had your own little area at the front of the whole field of many thousands, and there were probably 20 girls and 20 boys there who were the elites who were really looked after, weren't they?
Yeah, it was really good. I stocked up on lots of chocolate milks.
Yeah, they were giving
Definitely.
away a lot of stuff, weren't they?
It's a really great event. It's so well organised.
Yeah, the
So
chocky and the banana milk, and I think they were giving away a
yeah.
bit of apparel too, weren't they? And even some people were lucky enough to score shoes. Were you lucky enough to get any gear?
Oh no, no, I did some to spin the wheels in the expo, but I wasn't that lucky. So
Oh, I got a couple free t-shirts though, so
That's all right. Yeah, very good. Yeah, so can you remember now, what were your favourite workouts, let's say, between when you both ran well at Gold Coast in that final nearly 2 month period between then and Ballarat? So, Amelia, what were your favourite workouts?
I really like 5 1Ks. I think that's my favourite session. Especially when I get to wear my Alpha Flies, which Nike and Evolution program kindly gifted me.
Oh, that's nice. So, what's the Evolution program?
They basically just provide me with some funding from Nike and mentoring. So yeah, it's really good, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, that's unreal. Yeah,
Do a
that's
shout
brilliant.
out to them.
Yeah, good on you. And where do you do that 1K session? Is it track or off track?
Oh, that's just at the uni loop as well. So mainly.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And how about you, Gracie? What's your favourite workout?
well, probably my favourite, I love going on the track and feeling good, like doing 300s or something, but I also really like tempo runs, like hilly tempo runs.
Yeah, and Gracie, when you go on the track, do you normally wear your super shoes or do you like to spike up, or does it depend on the time of the
Um,
year?
well, when it comes to like 300s, I definitely like to spike up. But when I'm just doing like a tempo at the start of a session, I'd probably just wear my Nova Blasts.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So even trainers can work well, can't they, when you're doing tempo up
Yeah,
to tempo work? And
yeah.
it's all
But
about
yes,
recovery too, isn't it? You don't necessarily want to break world records in training.
Yeah.
You have to be able to pull up. There's always another day, isn't there? There's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's good. You're wearing good footwear there and looking after the young bodies there. You don't want them to break down.
Yeah.
Because as you know, if you train consistently, you're more likely to get stronger and faster and perform really well. That's great. What other sessions do you like to do? Do you do any hills?
Yeah, we do like to do hills, especially in our long runs. So, that's good. Yeah, sometimes we do hill repeats.
Yeah, yeah. What do you do? Short sprints, medium sprints, or longer type hill repeats? What type of hill
Yeah,
repeats?
just short sprints of the hill repeats, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
more for power.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
sometimes hill strides after jogs
that's
as well.
unreal. Yeah, and when
Yeah.
you do your long runs in hilly areas, do you go up into the Adelaide hills?
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
the Adelaide city's kind of pretty flat, so
yeah,
you're not gonna find too many hills in there. But
yeah.
yeah,
So up into the trails, mainly the trails there. Yeah, that's good. Wonderful. And do you hook up with any other runners when you're doing your long runs?
yeah. So lots of time we train with Ivy and her brother Jackson, so we'll go do our long runs with them, which is good.
That's great.
Yeah,
So now Ivy and Jackson, are they both trained by Gary too?
Yeah, they're both with Run Crew, so
Fantastic. So do they do any speed work with you as well?
yeah.
yeah.
Ivy, yeah, we all push each other in training, and she's also a very talented runner. She's got a
Yeah.
gold medal at nationals, so
Yeah. No, she's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. She got silver behind you, Amelia, and so
Yeah.
you've got now. Let me get this right. I think you, Amelia, and Ivy have come first and second in the last 3 national cross countries. Is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty special. It's really nice to just share a podium with, um, yeah, someone who I respect so much. Like, she's obviously my training partner, so yeah, it's really nice.
That's unreal. And Adelaide's kind of a small town, so I guess it wouldn't be too
Yeah,
hard to hook up to train together.
yeah.
Well, not a small town. That might be a little bit disrespectful to Adelaide. A small city.
No, no, it definitely is pretty small. Everyone knows
I've
where
been I've been to small towns with like 50, 100, 150 people. It's not quite
yeah,
like that. But you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
it's bigger than the Sunshine Coast, but
yeah,
not huge. Anyway,
yeah.
you know what I mean there. Yeah. So there you go. So Ivy and her brother, now what's his name again?
Jackson.
Jackson. How does Jackson go?
Yeah, Jackson does well. I think he competed at in Ballarat just last week. So yeah, and he did well. So he pushes me in training a lot, which is good.
That's great. How old is Jackson?
Oh, he's in year 12 now, so under 20s. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Awesome. Well, it's always good to have a stronger male. I imagine he might be a bit
yeah,
stronger than you competing in under 20s to
yeah,
pull you along a little bit. That's always really handy. Yeah,
yeah,
I know like MTC have been doing it for many years now, starting with Nick Bedeau and Kathy Freeman back in the 90s. Nick always had a policy of when they travelled and they did their training camps he always had a policy to try and he'd pay for a good male runner who'd normally be a little bit quicker than Kathy to tag along on the whole European tour, So she'd always have someone a little bit quicker to chase in
yeah,
training. And then in the meantime, people, for the female athletes, he's found because it's such a big difference between the top men and the top women, so he wouldn't have, let's say, someone like Sarah Billings, who's in 157, 800 metre shape and,
yeah,
356, 1500 metre shape. He wouldn't have her trying to do a speed workout with a Stewie McSwain who'd be in 329 shape because it's a bit too big a void there, bigger gap.
yeah,
So he'd literally pay for a few guys who were in about 350 shape to 355 shape to be their training partners right up to this year, even before the Commonwealth Games, that they,
yeah,
they managed. I didn't coach Rose Davies, but they managed Rose, and there were 1 or 2 young fellas from Melbourne who got their trip paid for, and they were in that situation like Jack would be for you girls. So
oh,
it's a
that's
really
so
good training setup to have something like that happening.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because as you know, it's not easy to be leading everything or be
no,
on your own in everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I always look forward to sessions where we get to run with Ivy
yeah.
and Jackson.
Beautiful. Excellent. Now, what would be your most memorable races? You first, Amelia.
Well, for me, it's got to be like the Hobart Track Classic and Adelaide Invitational. Yeah, those are some like really good races. Being able to line up with such like quality athletes, especially in Hobart, like
Yeah.
yeah, like
That Hobart, so you're talking about, you did the 3,000 metres there this year, didn't you?
yeah. I think that was the Open like Australian champ. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was really good, and that's where I did my PB. So
You ran brilliantly there. Where did you come overall out of all the Opens?
15th, I think.
It was
So
a really loaded field, but there were a lot of really good juniors who lined up, weren't there?
yeah, I know lots of under 20s were
Under
trying to
20s.
qualify at that time. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was really good.
There must have been, what, 6, 7 or 8 of you who were under 20?
Yeah, I
younger?
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all pushing each other along. Yeah, it was a really
yeah,
good field. Yeah, and that's up at the Domain track near downtown Hobart there, up on the hill.
yeah.
And did you have a nice night? No wind?
Yeah, it was so perfect. It was
Yeah,
amazing, and that like small little Hobart track, so that just really lit up. It was really well organised. Yeah.
yeah. And then they always do a great Adelaide track classic, don't they? That's traditionally,
Yeah, I also competed, in the Adelaide Invitational as well, which was also good. I think I placed 5th, and I also did my 1500 PB there. So,
wow. So is that your current PB, which you did?
yeah.
Did you find you were more fired up because you were competing in your hometown?
Oh yeah, but I had some supporters. Some of
Yeah,
my friends came out to watch. So
And you were right up there in that race, weren't you? In the top 3 or so, 3 or 4?
yeah, I came fifth, so
5th, yeah.
not
yeah,
too
yeah.
far off.
Do you remember who won that day?
I think it was Mil Roberts who just competed at World Under 20s, and yeah.
She's incredible, yeah. I
Yeah,
got to
she's
interview her at the Sunshine Coast University track when she won that race, which you won the year before. You know,
Yeah.
the Sunshine Coast Track Fest, I think they call it, and she won the 3K. So this year, which you won last year, and I was the one on the mic and got to interview her at the track after that, and she ran a really good race that day, and then she's gone on to have a really good year. Yeah.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah, and how about you, Gracie? What are your favourite races?
Well, definitely my first ever national race in Stromlo, and also my 3,000 metre in Brisbane, coming third. I was pretty proud of that moment. And definitely the Ballarat course, like it was so muddy, and my legs were just like mud everywhere.
Yeah. Do you prefer a dry track, Gracie, or a wetter, muddy track?
Well, I don't mind both, but I feel like in the muddier track, I think I can put my fitness to the test, so I like that. But yeah, I definitely like a flat course so that I can run faster.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, I mean, I went there last year, and it was dead flat. And they didn't have the mounds.
Yeah.
Well, they had one. They had one little mini one, didn't they? But now they've added 3, and they look pretty sharp.
Yeah.
How did you find them? Having you both did the 2 laps of the 2K loop for the 4K total.
Yeah.
Did you find it added up, or did it still seem like a pretty flat affair overall?
I think like the first lap I was like, okay, Millie, you really need to go out sensible, because otherwise you're just gonna really die, because all that mud and just the added mounds and logs.
Yeah.
So the first lap I was feeling good. I was like, yep, I've definitely got something in the tank for the second lap. But then after those second lot of mounds and logs, I think it definitely destroyed my legs. So yeah.
Yeah, same.
There you go. Did you have much mud in Adelaide throughout the winter? Was it a wet winter?
It wasn't
Really?
too bad, honestly. Oakbank was pretty muddy this year, so honestly not too bad.
They had a bit of practice at Oakbank, but other than that, probably like most people, you got down there in Ballarat and it was like, whoa, this is different.
Yeah, I only actually raced once before Ballarat, so I only did one cross-country race, so
Fair
I
enough.
kind of just jumped into it, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Hard training block though.
Yeah, it's funny how the cream did come to the top, though. It rose to the top. The mud didn't seem to affect most of the favourites. Most of the favourites, top 3 or 4 favourites still shone through in the end. I think a few might have fallen by the wayside. They couldn't handle the mud.
Yeah, I stacked it on the logs actually.
Oh,
Yeah, which isn't great, but it's okay.
yeah, that could be really nasty, because a big piece of timber like a log would be much harder than your body overall.
Yeah.
If you hit it in a bad way, then it could be really nasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
And were you okay there, Gracie? Did you come away unscathed?
Yeah, but like at the very start of the race, I fell over before the race started, which was lucky it wasn't the race, but I was just full of mud before the race even started.
Was that like a bit of a on your marks, and then you kind of
Yeah.
and then you fell, and did they have to hold the start up, or did they just fire the gun anyway?
No, I got up in time before the gun went off, so
I didn't even know that happened. It's
Wow.
funny.
How did you handle that? Were you kind of giggling, or were you shocked, or what?
yeah, I was just laughing. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" But yeah, I was fine.
Well, luckily it happened at pretty good timing, and it didn't affect your race. So
Yeah.
there you go. Okay, so girls, do you prefer racing track, road, or cross country? Tell me your preference there.
I think I definitely prefer track and road. I mean, I do like a bit of cross country. It breaks up the year nicely, but yeah, definitely track and road. I love, just running fast, getting PBs and things. So yeah.
For me, it's definitely either cross country or track because like I'm most used to it, and I definitely prefer wearing spikes. So probably track because I love the tactical races involved in it. So
Wonderful, that's good. So you've progressed nicely over the last few years, and the last 12 months have been a breakthrough period, I think, for both of you. You've really started to hit the national scene and opened up eyes. Um, what do you both feel have been your best three races in that period?
For me, I think actually Melbourne 1500 All Schools Nationals when I came fourth, I think that was just that breakthrough, like coming fourth, I was more determined to get top three, so then the next Nationals I had like a crack in
Yeah.
that, yeah, it
Brilliant.
showed me that I could get up there. Yeah.
You were so close that it was like a carrot dangling there in front of you.
Yeah.
You thought, oh, I didn't quite get the silverware, but it won't be too
Yeah.
far down the track, and I reckon I can do it. Is that what you were
Yeah.
thinking? Yeah.
And also in Brisbane, I got another fourth before the 3K and the 1500, so I was just like, okay, I got to get this medal this time.
Wow, you're a bit of a Darren Clarke. He got 2 fourths in the Olympics in 84 and 88.
Yeah.
Good old Darren. He ended up winning gold in the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, that might be you, Grace.
You never know. And how about you, Amelia? What's been your standout race or races?
Oh yeah, I think again it's going to be the Hobart Track Classic and Adelaide Invitational.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, just some of those national races as well. I think April and nationals in Brisbane and this like last cross country nationals, they were pretty special. So
Nice. Now, what are your running goals for the rest of 2026 and beyond?
yeah, so I think we're just going to start working towards all schools. So for the rest of 2026, like Zadapec as well, and then yeah, in the future, I want to try and qualify for the Junior Commonwealth Games, and then World Under-20s when I get the chance, and eventually, obviously, major international events like the Olympics and World Champs. So,
Brilliant.
yeah.
So I think the Commonwealth Youth Games, I think they're under 18, aren't they? Not junior there, I think under 18.
Yeah.
In Malta, they're next year, aren't they?
Yeah, so that would be good to go too.
Would be awesome. So have AA, you might know, or maybe you do, have Athletics Australia put out the criteria for that, how the selections will happen for that?
I don't think there's much information out yet, but I reckon they will release some later on. But yeah,
I imagine it will be like World Juniors, maybe top 2 from Nationals, maybe top 3, or maybe only the winner and then the fastest out of everybody else throughout the season. They might do it on times.
yeah.
And Gracie, you'd probably be old enough for that too. Have they set a minimum age for that yet, the Commonwealth Youth?
Yeah, because it will be my first year as well as Millie's, because I will be actually like the youngest age I'll be able to be on there. So
you've only got to be a minimum of like 15 to make it, or because you're
yeah,
14 at the moment, aren't you? And
yeah,
so you checked out your birthday, and you'll be eligible as well, will you, for next year for Malta?
I'm pretty sure it might be 16, but I think I'll be just 16 by that time next year. So
Okay. Oh, that's good. Wow. And have you looked right down the track then? Have you thought much about Olympics or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's sort of the pinnacle, I guess. So yeah, that's the main goal.
Yep, try and wear the green and gold in the big senior championships. That's good.
Yeah.
Yep, wonderful. Now, do you have a special diet, and what are your favourite foods?
Oh, well, we don't really have a special diet or anything, but I mean, just mainly trying to fuel enough so that we can support our training and everything. So lots of carbs and protein and veggies. So, and did you say my favourite food?
Yeah, your favourite food? Yeah.
Oh, I think this is kind of niche, but honey almond apricot frozen yogurt from Copenhagen. It's the best. If you haven't tried it, yeah,
I think I have tried that one actually. Yeah, we don't usually have Copenhagen, but I think I have tried that one. It is very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
yeah, my diet's basically just eating Millie's food, and
Really?
my favourite food would probably have to be sushi or lasagna. So
Okay.
yeah, and before races, we just like to keep it plain.
Now, Gary actually told me, Amelia, that you have written a cookbook. Is that right?
Oh, oh yeah, that was I think last year now, but I guess it was sort of to just document like some of my recipes and everything because lots of time I kind of just eyeball all my cooking, so I think I was trying to just start documenting things, but yeah.
Brilliant. And what's the title?
Oh, it's called the Athlete's Kitchen.
Oh, I like that title. And is
Yeah.
it still out there for sale?
I think so. Yeah.
We'll have to give it a plug. Do you know where you can find it for sale? Is it on Amazon or?
It's on. Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's just some like publishing website thing. So
Okay.
it might be in my Instagram bio. So
On your Instagram bio, yeah, very good. So people have to check that out, and then they can get in there on the link and
yeah,
find out how to buy it. Yeah, so
yeah,
we'll give it a big plug. Get in there and buy, what's it called? The Athlete's Kitchen?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you are. So, and do you cook off the recipes which are in that book fairly regularly?
Yeah, lots of time. Yeah, that's sort of just my main staples that I cook that are in that book. So, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
very good.
just mainly Gracie's favourite. She's sorry,
I
our
love
dog
my
just
dog.
came.
Really? So, are you the main chef in the family? Are you, Amelia, or does Gracie chip in and
Yeah.
help? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of the main chef. I always
Yeah.
seem to take over all the meals, but yeah.
But I'm the
Good for you.
taste tester.
Yeah, Gracie's my taste tester.
Ah, that's a really probably the most important job of all.
I
I'd
think
say.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good. Now, are you doing any strength training at the moment?
Not really. Sometimes we just go out to the gym and like muck around, but if mum goes, but I think it would be something good to implement, especially by next cross country season because the legs sort of I think a bit of strength would be really handy. So
Yep,
Yeah.
fair enough. That's something to work towards as you're developing and getting a little bit older there. And are you doing any cross training?
I used to do a bit of cycling, and I do like occasional like elliptical as well. So yeah.
How about you, Gracie?
Yeah, sometimes I do the elliptical, and in summer I do swimming as well. So
Okay. Now, have you girls played any other sports, done any team sports or any other individual sports at all?
Yeah, so I play cricket for my school. I used to play for a club up in Queensland, but that sort of just died down a bit ever since like we've started training for athletics more and everything. But yeah, I think it's really good to sort of take my mind off of it, of athletics and everything. So yeah.
Are
yeah,
you more of a batter or a bowler, Amelia?
Well, I feel like I'm a bit of an all-rounder. I mean, I've always been a bit of a batter, but my coach has been trying to get me to do a bit of bowling lately. So, yeah,
Very good. Do you remember what your batting average was last season?
but it wasn't too good. I'm usually the like opener, so yeah,
And
maybe.
what's the format in your cricket? Do you have like a limited number of overs for each batter, like in the younger junior cricket, or can you just keep batting until you get out?
Yeah, I think we like retire at about like a 30 or so. So,
Did you ever
yeah.
hit the 30?
I think maybe a couple times, but yeah.
That's good. And how about you, Gracie?
in summer for my school I play a bit of tennis. So yeah, and also swimming.
Yeah.
Excellent. And how are you at tennis? What's your favourite shot in tennis?
I'm only good at the forehands.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got to
we
work on the backhand and the serve and the drop shots and the volleying and
No, I'm not. I'm not bad at serving, but
are you one of those players like
That's very good.
are you a bit like Nadal? Do you throw your body around the court? Like you use that determination and throw your body after a ball if it's going towards the corner? Or?
yeah, like when I'm angry, do a bit of like a big whack on the ball.
Excellent. Well, that's important. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. I think ball sports are good if you have a bit of a temper to take. You can take your temper out on the ball
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Or if you get
just
to
like-
tackle other people, you can take it out on people you have to
Yeah,
tackle.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess cricket and tennis, you can't. You're not really meant to clobber other people. You just have to try and beat them, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So take it out on the ball. Really
Yeah,
hit that ball, or
exactly.
bowl the ball hard if you're bowling.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, Who is your favourite current runner in the world and why?
For me, probably Eliud Kipchoge or Faith Kipyegon. Yeah, they're definitely big inspirations.
Yeah, and even Josh Kerr at the moment's been, he's been really good. So
That world mile record was so exciting. I got up to
yeah,
watch
I
it.
know it's a great watch.
Yeah, I'm not normally one to yell at a TV, but having that being the only opportunity to watch it because it was in London, and me being on the Sunshine Coast, it was like, come on, Josh, go, go, go.
Yeah,
Normally I roar for the Aussies. I don't normally roar for somebody else, but it was like, wow, he put it right out there, didn't he?
Yeah, it was
Definitely a big
He
moment.
did, yeah.
in history.
Now, is there one race in the world that you dream about doing one day? Amelia, have you dreamt about one single, particular event or race you'd really love to do?
Yeah, I'd really love to do the Olympics and just like any sort of international event, repping the green and gold. Yeah, that would be really amazing.
Oh, really exciting. And how about you, Gracie?
The Olympics. Probably when I'm older, I'd like to do the distances 5K and 10K on track because I definitely prefer the longer distances, but on track. So
Good.
yeah.
Well, that 5K you put in shows you've got plenty of endurance and a lot of room to keep improving there. And only on 40 or 45K a week. Imagine what you'll be doing if you're running 145K a week or more. Later on down the track, not tomorrow, of course, but later on down the track when you build up. Yeah. So plenty of scope for improvement there in the long distances. Now, looking at Australia, do you have a current favourite Australian athlete?
Yeah, I do love Jess Hull. She's a big inspiration. She's really amazing.
Yeah, for me probably Rose Davies or Abby Caldwell. Rose Davies winning the 5K and the 10K at Commonwealth Games was pretty amazing.
Really exciting, yeah, for sure. Brilliant. So do you have any other interests outside of running that we haven't mentioned yet? The cooking and the sports?
Yeah, like I mentioned cricket, which I really enjoy, and then also just like kicking the footy and as well is really fun.
So I imagine because you're South Australian, you're from a southern state, when you talk about footy, you're talking about kicking the Sheridan, the AFL ball.
Not rugby.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, and also like hiking with my mum and like hanging out with my dogs.
That's nice. Did you say dogs? More than one dog?
Yeah, we got 2 Labradors.
2 Labradors. Oh, nice. And how old are they?
One of them's about 1, and then the other one's about 7.
Nice. And do they get on well? The dogs?
Oh yeah, I mean our 1-year-old dog kind of pesters the other one, but they're best friends.
Nice. They're normally so energetic, aren't they, pups? And when they're very young.
They just love their food.
Yeah. So, girls, now I'll get you both to do the quick fire questions to finish off the interview.
Yeah.
And you just need to choose one option out of the 2 presented in each question. Okay. So, because they'll be quick fire, we might have Amelia and then Gracie each time. Just come up with your answer. First of all, what's the best bird, a kookaburra or magpie?
Kookaburra.
Nike or New Balance?
Nike.
Rose Davies or Audrey Werrow?
Rose Davies.
Wow, together there. Sunshine Coast or Adelaide?
Both.
Sitting on the fence. England or Australia?
Australia.
Yeah, of course. Meat pies or pizza?
Pizza.
Meat pies.
Funny. Fishing or surfing?
Surfing.
Yeah, surfing.
Gee, so you've really agreed on everything so far. Cycling or skateboarding?
Cycling.
I think if I tried,
no.
I think if I tried skateboarding, I would like break my nose or something.
Can be dangerous. Shorts or skirts?
Shorts.
Both of you, yeah. Working or sleeping?
Sleeping.
Gee, very, very close there, agreeing on most things.
Yeah,
Chocolate
I know.
or vegetables?
Both. Balance.
Chocolates.
So Gracie sat on the fence and Amelia knew, she knew what she wanted there. National cross country or Gold Coast 5K?
National
Gold
cross
Coast
country.
5K.
Gracie liked the cross country and Amelia liked the 5. Long runs or track work?
Ooh, that's a close one.
Long runs.
Track work.
I do love track work as well.
Sounds like you like all your running. Chin-ups or push-ups?
Push-ups.
Chin-ups. I've been trying to
Nah.
learn how to do more.
Bad at chin-ups, but like push-ups, I don't know, they're like the only arm workout things I can do.
They're really good, and they're not only arm and shoulders, they're really good core as well. You've got to stabilise yourself, and a whole bunch of things are happening there. Dogs or cats?
Dogs, 100%.
You've got your two
Nice.
dogs there. Well, thank you so much for coming on, girls. It's been an absolute pleasure. You've been very professional, actually, and worked well together as sisters. And I haven't done an interview like that before, and I don't think many people normally would interview two sisters in the one room in the one interview. And I think it worked well. So thank you so much for coming on. I'm really
Thanks
grateful.
so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. So in closing, everybody, we can see that Amelia and Gracie are young runners who have been producing remarkable results over the last few years. They come from a family of runners and are continuing the tradition with incredible might. We wish them the best of luck for a bright running future. Thanks for watching and listening, folks, and don't forget to keep your toes behind the line and always run hard through the finishing line, and what you do in between is up to you.